Welcome back, trainers. So we're going to be taking a look at some more PvP battles, this time talking about the delayed charge move, and the person who is sending the battle usually gets to go first. Now, this is not to discredit Dark over here or anything. He's an amazing competitor and is always giving me a great challenge. I just want to point it out to you so you have a understanding. Now, this could just be me being unlucky, but at the same time, I have seen reports and people talking about it, so we're going to go ahead and get into this. So what do I even mean by the delayed charge move? Well, if somebody is sending you a battle invite, apparently they're going to be able to use their charge move first if it's down to the wire. If you both have it ready to go at the same time, that sender is going to be able to use it first. And I'm going to give you a few examples here, as you may see. Now, not all of these are going to be, I'm getting ripped off for using my charge move. Just a few, and we'll point those out. And you may even see a few that I don't even say anything about. So I will be switching one Pokemon on my team, as well as keeping Gallade and Yanmega going the whole time. I just want to see the performance going up against a variety of different Pokemon here. So the first match was fairly clean, didn't have any issues there whatsoever, not to my knowledge, maybe on his end, but like I said, it's going to be the person sending it who's going to have the advantage here. So going into the next match, we have Flygon versus Alolan Raichu. Horrible matchup for me. So at this point, I need to switch definitely. And we're going to bring in Yanmega, being extremely resistant to that ground move. But on the flip side, the Dragon move is just going to be doing neutral damage. With Yanmega having very low defense, it's still not looking great, but I should be able to take those hits. And with that Flygon's Mud Shot, it's gaining quite a significant amount of energy for that Dragon Claw. So it's going to be able to continuously get it off. So maybe you want to consider that as well. Very good Pokemon. And as far as a Community Day move, it should make it even better as long as you keep that Mud Shot going there with that great energy. So we're going to see what he brings in next here, and that is going to be Scizor, Bug versus Bug. Down goes my Yanmega because it had no health, and now I'm deciding what should I bring in here. We're just going to go ahead and bring the Alolan Raichu, make him use a shield really quick because we already have a Wild Charge ready to go there, and he is definitely going to take me out, being weak to Bug-type moves on the Alolan Raichu. Now we have our first example coming up here, so pay very close attention to that close combat. I will be tapping it, as you can see it pulsing there, indicating I'm hitting it, and it does not let me get it off. It gives him a few seconds to, in fact, get his extra energy up that he needed, and then he was able to get his. Now, there's many factors to take into consideration. Did you restart your app? Is everything running smooth? Do you have a bunch of things running in the background of your phone? Are you on data or Wi-Fi? Are they on data or Wi-Fi? And if you continuously back out of the app to try to communicate with the other trainer as to what you guys should do next for the next battle, I mean, that could even interfere and make you have your charge move a little bit delayed. So take note of that, as well as entering the battle and them being able to hit you with their quick moves several times before you're able to do anything. And that Hitmonchan I was using is a double legacy, and I absolutely despise using it in a PvP match. The moves are just horrible. I don't recommend it whatsoever. Counter is way better than Rock Smash. Anyways, so there is many different things to take into consideration, and this can be extremely troublesome if you're at, say, a tournament. And here we have another example. This time I'm wasting a shield so I can survive to get off that charge move that I had ready, but it still's not letting me go. In fact, it was so slow that I tried going for a Psychic after hitting that close combat several times, and it still didn't let me do it. In fact, let him go for his Dragon Claw and even get off an Ember before it let me get off my charge. So yeah, this is definitely happening. It happens more so going up against specific trainers, Dark here, for instance, but a lot of other trainers, it's not happening too much. Maybe it's the distance. I don't really know what's going on here, but sending is another thing for sure. He always sends me the battles. I never send him the battles because I tell him, okay, I'll be ready in this amount of time, and then he sends it, right? And when I send the battles to other trainers, do I run into this problem? Never. Never. So it's basically right there for you. I mean, I can't lay it down and say 100%, oh, if you send the battle, you will be able to get off your charge moves first. That's not the case. I'm sure there's going to be people out there who will make a video going up against somebody else, and they're like, well, look, I sent it, and I'm able to do my charge move first. We have both 100% IV, same Pokemon completely maxed out, same moves, same quick move and everything, but I was able to go first. Yeah, it's all a matter of circumstance. If you had your app completely cleared out, or if you're running other things in the background, say you're bouncing back and forth between Discord and Facebook trying to communicate, and then the Pokemon Go app will run a little bit buggy and slow for you if you did do that. So they really need to add some sort of communication I know Nintendo, the Pokemon Company, and all that, they don't really like in-game chats because there's a lot of kids involved and things can get very, nasty. So maybe just phrases, "Are you ready?" or "best 2 out of 3," or "best whatever," or specific types. I don't know what they have to do, but some sort of better communication. If anything, when people send you trades, and then you go to your friends list and they're right at the top of your list, right? That's very nice. You can just click on them and hit the trade right away. You don't have to scroll and look for them. Well, I don't understand really why PvP was not released with this feature so that you can see people who are ready to battle you. Or even maybe another list where it's called battle ready. People who are, ready to battle are sitting there with lobbies, and it's just like any other online game. You want to have a matchmaking system, you go into there and you see who's ready to battle. And now I'm not talking about online random matchmaking, although I will welcome that with open arms in the future if they do decide to do that. But this is not what it's about. It's just more of, can we get some sort of battle ready lobby and more stability for PvP, seeing that this is very precise. And if you're at a tournament like we were discussing earlier, things come down to the wire, and getting off your charge move is very important to winning that match. And if you are not able to hit that charge move for whatever lag reason, then you lose. That's a big deal between whatever place you're going to get in. So just a little something to take note of. I'm more concerned about the battle ready lobbies. Like, can we please just see people who want to battle us? That would be the best thing yet. I know this is fairly new, and they probably will come out with something like that in the future. If it's on your friends list, your friends are ready to battle, I don't see the big deal. Say you go to your friends list and you swipe over, then there's a whole nother list for people who are ready to battle you. Wouldn't that be fairly nice, instead of going onto Discord, going onto Facebook, or whatever other chat that you have, or just text messaging your friends and continuously bugging them to battle when they really don't want to, but you're sitting there thirsty for some battles, at the same time have nobody to play. All the while, there's about 7 people on your friends list who are feeling the same way that you are, want to battle somebody, but don't know if you really want to battle or if you're even online or any sort of thing like that. So that is something we need for PvP at the moment. More stability regarding the charge moves, and maybe a slightly different system regarding those, and even a list of people who are ready to battle you. So that's pretty much it, folks. I just wanted to bring that to your attention. If you are finding yourself in this situation, you're not alone. And yes, it does happen. Even where Pokemon kind of just sit there, your Pokemon, and you're not able to get energy whatsoever, and the other opponent is attacking you, thinking maybe that, I don't know, they're winning, and then all of a sudden, you lose completely because you're not gaining energy, you're not attacking them for about 3 seconds, which makes a big difference in a lot of circumstances, and then down you go. So, and it kind of gets discouraging too. You don't really want to battle too much after that happens several times, and if you're not able to gain your energy while attacking, it just gets a little bit annoying. So yeah, just wanted to point out these bits of flaws. It's not like we all didn't know a few of these already, and this is by no means whatsoever any sort of rant or to attack anybody at all. I'm just simply pointing this out because it is a big deal for some of us out here who enjoy PvP and really love that competitive aspect. We just would like to see it fixed up a bit, and of course everything's not going to be perfect when it comes to games, but like we just discussed, a friends list for people who are ready to battle would just be absolutely magnificent, and would almost make up for the kind of buggy PvP mechanics as it is already. And if this does become some sort of esports or high competitive game in the future, yes, they have a lot of kinks to work out, but we definitely need to see some sort of change regarding these things here. So on to the battles. Let's go ahead and talk about these. We have a Togekiss with Flamethrower. I already knew. As soon as he put it in there, I was thinking to myself, he already teamed it for Flamethrower. I can feel it in the air. And what did I... There you go. Flamethrower. And it does so much damage. So yes, Togekiss does not have to fear steel types as much as it did before. Now, if I did have a quick steel move, I'd be doing a lot more damage. I do have Dragon Tail, so it is taking reduced damage. So it does have a bit of the upper hand here. But at the same time, that Heavy Slam is doing a lot of damage to that Togekiss, being weak to steel types. So we're going to bring in Glade. Look how much health is taken off Toxicroak. It can take it out in 4 confusions. And that's it. That was insane, because it is going to be poison and fighting type. It's going to be extremely weak to those psychic moves. So confusion on Glade is a definite go, folks. Low kick, not what you really want, like we discussed before, unless you're going up against Tyranitar, rock types, or things weak to fighting. But still almost Confusion is going to be doing better. And I also want to mention this. Now, when it comes down to using your charge moves, if you're in a quick attack animation, and that animation is kind of slow, say Confusion for instance, on Glade, you will kind of have a bit of delay as far as when you're going to be able to use that charge move. So also take note of that. If you're about to hit that charge, you know you're going to be able to get it off in the next, I don't know, 1.5 millisecond there. Kind of hold off on tapping. I don't really feel like that's a great recommendation because you want to continue to tap always, but I feel like it would help you getting out of that longer quick move animation so that you can hit that charge move faster. That is another thing that I've observed here throughout these battles, and what is the problem with Glade is that Confusion is doing massive damage, but on the flip side, the animation is kind of a little slow, and I understand that it's a little bit different for PvP regarding those, and that's why I'm putting this at the end, but that could be another possibility. That I just mentioned that to you guys. So with that said, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and I'll be catching you all later. Gonna go try to find an Alakazam raid and see how Yamega holds up.